Although Sigma males may not be the most emotional of people, they have deep values that they hold dear. When it comes to loyalty, she truly believes in keeping that part for herself and looks for it in loved ones. Loyalty is actually one of the indisputable qualities of Sigma men, so they believe in waiting until they find people who share this ideal. They may not be outwardly emotional and expressive people, but this does not mean that their relationships are not deeply meaningful and important to them. Therefore, loyalty is something they believe in and are not willing to compromise. Loyalty is a very important ideal for some. This is one of the most important features. People who value loyalty may have their own idea of what loyalty represents and standing by those closest to them. Most people value loyalty to some degree because this kind of quality is considered an innate good. But for some, loyalty isn't just nice. It is one of the most important and necessary parts of someone. Not knowing that the person may be loyal, they probably won't want to be involved or close to that person. It is important to understand how people feel about loyalty and what it means to them, especially if you want to understand that person more deeply. Loyalty is not just superficial devotion to Sigma men. It is a core belief in staying true to those who matter most. Their approach to loyalty reflects their desire to create real bonds based on trust and mutual respect. This depth of commitment often means that Sigma males are selective about who they let into their inner circle and prefer quality over quantity in their relationships. For a Sigma man, loyalty is not just a virtue, it is the cornerstone of their personal integrity. They see loyalty as a two-way street where trust and loyalty are mutual. This perspective shapes how they navigate friendships, business partnerships, and romantic entanglements. They look for people who demonstrate loyalty through actions, not just words, believing that shared values are essential to maintaining meaningful connections. Basically, while Sigma males may not wear their emotions on their sleeves, their commitment to loyalty says a lot about their character. This commitment goes beyond superficial interactions and affects how they spend their time and energy in relationships. Their perspective on loyalty provides a deeper understanding of what drives their relationship dynamics and how they navigate the complexities of relationships. This extended introduction is intended to provide a broader context and deeper understanding of how Sigma men view and value loyalty in their relationships and personal philosophy. First, let's look at what loyalty means to a Sigma man. Loyalty is actually a priority in their friendships, business relationships, and romantic relationships. Everyone who is close to them feels this loyalty from them, and it is expected from these people in return. For Sigma, there are certain things they look for in their relationship, and this is definitely at the top of the list. They cannot stand people who do not want to show such respect and loyalty, and therefore often the Sigma male seems so cautious. They wait until they find someone who shares these values because they are not so desperate for a relationship that they will settle for less than what they know they deserve and need. For a Sigma man, loyalty always means being honest with each other and never hiding things that should be shared. If someone hides important things and chooses to lie to Sigma, he sees it as betrayal and someone who cannot be loyal. That is why they value honesty very much, because for them it is related to loyalty and respect for those around them. They believe that if someone is truly loyal, they will be honest and forthright, instead of hiding things or lying to those they should care about. Sigma males do not tolerate anyone who does this and consider it quite a betrayal if they do not appear to be honest with them. That's not the kind of person a Sigma wants around them, and they definitely see it as a lack of loyalty. This man also believes that someone loyal will support them and support their choices. This does not mean that a person has to agree with them all the time, because he appreciates loved ones who can talk and give them different perspectives. They want honesty no matter what. They just believe that someone who is loyal will stand by their loved ones even when they disagree with them. They want people who show their support and let them do things on their terms. Someone who is loyal will not betray their trust by going behind their back or letting someone talk bad about them. Sigma males believe in their loved ones and want to see them succeed in the ways they know they can. Therefore, they do not believe in allowing others to speak ill of their fellows. Even when this person makes mistakes, he stands by those he loves. They can only strive to improve them and be better versions of themselves in the process. Therefore, loyalty is also important in romantic relationships. For them, it's all about honesty, and if they're in a relationship that they've agreed to remain monogamous, nothing should stand in the way of that. Of course, if Sigma has a more open relationship, which is different, but also in this case, they believe in honesty and a partner who does not hide things from them. This honesty and respect is how they show their loyalty and trust to someone else. They believe in keeping their word, and because of Sigma, this is an important part of being loyal and sincere to those you love. Someone who betrays his trust and does not keep his word does not want to waste his time and energy. Therefore, they don't really want to be in many close relationships because they don't like to make such a relationship without knowing that they are sure about the person they are dealing with. Sigma men are complicated people, especially when it comes to love and relationships. They believe that loyalty is important when they care about someone, but they struggle between what seems logically loyal and what is emotionally loyal. They sometimes go back and forth and can analyze and question their own way of thinking. They don't want to be stuck in one belief and want to be open to exploring different possibilities or ideas. This sometimes makes them question themselves to think if they are really approaching things correctly. Finally, they lean more towards logic, which can be cold to some people. How Sigma men handle cheating. Sigma men do not take it lightly when someone they trust cheats on them. Although some can forgive, it is not easy for them. They just don't let go of offense, especially when a lot of trust is required of them in the first place. Small mistakes, of course, are things they often get over, especially when they see that the person didn't mean to make those mistakes. Someone who is truly repentant and can show signs of change is something Sigma can definitely move on from. However, more serious betrayals, which show that this person really should not be trusted, are situations where Sigma is not easily forgiven. They are likely to cut out people from their lives who prove they cannot be faithful and who continue to betray their trust. Although it may be difficult and will definitely hurt them, they don't want to be stupid and let their emotions prevent them from making a wise choice. Sigma males can sometimes be skeptical people, which means they expect disappointment in life. They may have to analyze people and their behavior and constantly wonder if they will betray their trust. This cautious approach stems from their deep need to protect themselves from potential harm, especially from those they hold dear. This skepticism does not stem from cynicism, but rather from a desire to preserve their emotional well-being and integrity. Navigating relationships as a Sigma man can be difficult. They often balance their desire for meaningful connections with a keen awareness of human fallibility. When they experience betrayal, whether perceived or real, it can shake the foundation of their trust. This forces them to go into a reflective mode where they carefully analyze the situation. They try to understand the reasons behind the betrayal, hoping to gain knowledge that will protect them from similar disappointments in the future. This process of introspection isn't just about assigning blame, it's about learning and growing. Sigma males value personal development and strive to develop their understanding of trust and loyalty. However, this introspection can also be emotionally draining, as it forces them to face vulnerabilities they normally avoid. Repeated betrayals can seriously affect the Sigma man's attitude towards relationships. Although they may try to reconcile or forgive at first, the continued breach of trust may cause the breakdown of their relationship. This decision is not taken lightly. Sigma men invest deeply in their relationships, and cutting someone off is a major emotional investment. They may gradually withdraw from their loyalties and become more self-centered as they reassess their priorities and boundaries. Basically, for Sigma men, cheating is not just a breach of trust, it is a catalyst for introspection and self-preservation. Their journey to healing and understanding involves balancing their logical assessment of the situation with the emotional toll of broken trust. Although Sigma males may seem guarded, They are ultimately able to form lasting bonds based on mutual respect and true loyalty. The purpose of this extended conclusion is to explore how the men of Sigma deal with betrayal and navigate the complexities of trust in their relationships. It highlights their introspective nature and commitment to maintaining their emotional integrity amid challenges to fidelity and loyalty. Let me know if you want to explore more or change anything else.